back in the studios here. The Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, is still raising some concerns about the economy and the effects of the depreciation of the Ghana cedi on their businesses. Fortunately, we've been joined in studio now by the president of the association, Dr. Joseph Obeng. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. And it appears that ever since yesterday, when we got that statement, a lot of reactions have greeted the demands that you put out. But how about government itself? Is government reaching out to you so far to say, well, we see some of your concerns and we'll address them?
Yeah, our interaction with government have been very cordial, but sometimes some of these issues is very dicey and very difficult, the approach that they want to adopt. And so when it's hitting you hard, then you go past the negotiations and all the input they give to government and come to the press and tell your story so that the trading community will know that we are also doing a bit, as well as the general public knowing. And then when we all put the pressure on government, they then will do what is expected of us.
And in fact, we've never seen GUTA come out in such a way, which then suggests that there's something really hurting businesses in this country. What's that?
Yeah, all the indicators that make business flow are all being affected negatively. Let's talk about inflation. Inflation is at its worst, somewhere almost 30%. What does that mean? It means that the purchasing power of the consumer is so limited, that the purchasing power has so reduced and that it affects our turnover. Means that the ability of the consumer to have purchased a lot more goods is curtailed. Now he cannot pay he cannot buy a lot more goods. What it means is that we are unable to sell our goods and go and service our debts and also service our suppliers. So sometimes people think that when prices go up, we take advantage. No. Right. It is so negative for us, it is so detrimental to us that if care is not taken, you'll run into bankruptcy. Because all that we do with our customers. So the ability to patronize our goods is what we seek for them. And so this the SM rate that is going up is not business as usual. That somebody will tell you that, okay, why don't you simply pass it on to the final consumer? The final consumer is overstretched. You cannot take it any longer, neither can we also take it, and our businesses are at stake. And so what we have to do is to find a solution, think outside the box, and find a pragmatic solution to put this situation.
But government says we're in a crisis. That's how they describe the situation. So it goes without saying that you may not get the desired policy measures that you want immediately. Are you aware of this as a group?
Yeah, we are very much aware that even it's not only Ghana that is under crisis. We know that the entirety of the world is under some sort of crisis. But you see, when there's a crisis situation, it also the opportunity, it brings out the best of leadership in us, and also the preparedness of us all as Ghanaians to come out of a bad situation. And this is what I'm thinking, that we all come on board, divide of our political leaning, and then come and find some tangible solution to work around this so that we can put this under control. It's not difficult for us to do. Yeah, I believe that with all the resources that we've given to government to manage the economy and all that, they have the capability of doing this. And especially when they take into consideration some of the points that are enumerated. When we are able to do that, then it's not far away from having any solution, because other countries are also in the same problem. What I think the government have to do is to reconvene the business community, come together, and then we all brainstorm, like we did in the Forest Committee a few years ago.
And I see that is reflecting in the statement that you just issued, asking for some committees to be reconstituted from the position of the Finance Ministry. What are you demanding from the Finance Ministry?
Sometimes when there's a crisis situation, This is not the first time that we have been in crisis regarding foreign exchange.
Issues, right.
It came before, during, I think, President Neil's time, and that's where they conveyed all of us to Senchi and all that. Then when it comes like that, sometimes we have to swallow our ego and then bring everybody on board and discuss. And that's the reason why I'm saying that we should bring all stakeholders together, form something like a committee, and then we should be able to find a solution to this. This is not beyond a solution, I'm telling you. A government can do, unless maybe it's a deliberate plan by government to devalue the currency.
Yeah, but the question is, what will be the motivation for the government, if, particularly as we know we're not producing a production.
Yeah, but sometimes some other people will also push government that we are exporters and that if the currency is devalued, it's come to our favor and all that. But I don't want to even think in that tangent because what it means is that then government have overlooked the continuous depreciation of the cedi over this time. So nobody can say that the cedi is overpriced. No, it is not. And everybody is in the know. But that's also the more reason why I'm saying that government also have the ability, unless maybe government do not know why the solution that is bringing to bear is not working. And that's why we brought those line of items. You know, we've been getting a balance of payment surplus since 2019. Right. And consistently, our export have overshadowed that of import. Means that the currency should have been stabilized or strengthened other than what is we see now. So why is it that where you have balance of trade surplus, your cedi is so weak? Then it has excess demand of the gains that we made. It's so much. That's why I say that we have to use regulations, and especially investment laws and all that, because the juiciest part of our economy has gone to the foreigners.
And that's a big claim that you're making. That is it not out of ill will or motive for which you claim that, well, part of our economy are in the hands of foreigners? Because the belief is it's not only Ghanaians that will develop the nation. You've heard that?
Yeah, it's very true. But it's not only Ghanaians that will develop a country. But when you are seeking the foreigners, you do not give it all to them, especially the juiciest area. So you give them part, and you also take part. That's what I'm talking about. What we are giving out to them, we are giving it whole. And then what we have, the juiciest part of the economy, the extractive, the oil, the banking. Now banking, let's see the input of the Ghanaian. The indigenous bank and all that are almost gone, except about 2 banks. And all of them also repatriate their gains.
Yeah, but the question is, why not build the capacity just to handle that yourselves as Ghanaians? Is it the case that, because I'm not sure government is preventing any of you from venturing into these aspects?
They are not reinventing the wheels. Right. In Nigeria, they made their investment law that those juiciest areas is tied up to the locals, and that you can never have it all. So the locals were having even a bigger stake, about 51. So if we do that, then gradually they will also pull us along to also understudy and then overtake them. Or deliberate effort of government itself. It's not that government do not do business. No. The juiciest areas like oil and all that, government should be able to have an equity share of about 30 to 40%. Deliberate effort to invest. And that's why we take loans. If we have taken some of the loans and then diverted and invested in these juiciest areas like communication and all that, it means that we are going to retain same investment that we've done. If we invested 40%, would have made retention of these gains 40%. It would have been retained here in the country. Then I'm also saying that when we talk about the foreign direct investment and all that, there are a whole lot of abuses. We are over-pampering those areas. Because most times we say that we have foreign direct investment of about so much, maybe 4 billion. Does it reflect what? It doesn't correspond with the actual investment that we see, because 4 billion is so a whooping amount.
I wish we could go on with this discussion. In fact, you're talking with so much passion, and we get the sense that some of your members are even asking you to hit the streets because of this. Is that how bad the situation is?
Yeah, to tell the truth, my leadership, I don't let anybody to push me. I've tried to explain things to the people. Of course, the generality of our members, some of them are extreme people, some are moderate, and so we have diverse people. And some of them will think that if we do it this way, that will give them. But always, I want to argue my way out, and it has been helping me.
But your members are giving you pressure.
The pressure definitely will be there, but it depends on leadership to chart the course. And I want to make it such that, because now we are not in normal times. The IMF thing, the problem of the world and all that. If you seek something from government, you do not go threatening government. That will not be fair also for government. And so it's not that I will yield in for any demonstration or threatening and all that, but we argue and bring the cogent solutions so that we all come out as a nation.
We'll see what government will do about this, but that's the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng.